Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, let's look at one of the cyber attacks or hacker attacks that happens in the internet, right? So this attack is called DoS and the expansion is denial of service attack. So as the name suggests, the goal of the attacker is that what is the goal? So the goal is to not allow the service to be available. For valid or legitimate users. So basically this is just a expansion of this. So denial of service. So to not allow the service to be available for valid users. So how they do it? So say for example you have a service and you are helping a lot of people in the internet to get some information or to make something happen, say to book a ticket or to buy something from the internet, right? So how they do it is, or what they do is what? So what they do, so there is a hacker or a person who wants to have fun in the internet. So what they do is they flood your server with massive amount of request, massive number and resource intensive requests. So they keep on sending a large number of requests. Say if you have a shopping website, right, they will be sitting there from their side and they'll keep on asking you for all the clothes that are present in your database. If a valid user comes in, he or she might be asking for the latest collection of track pants or latest collection of shirts, right? But these guys will be asking for everything that is in your system and they will ask every second or every millisecond, right? So they'll keep on asking you, so that what happens in your side, so what they do is they flood your system, right? So what happens at your side is resource exhaustion happens. Exhaustion happens. So they flood your system with a lot of requests, and usually that is requesting a lot of data. So what your system will be most of the time doing is going and getting data from your database. So it will go and get things from your memory, it will go and pick things from your IO, it will process it and send it to this one person who doesn't even care about it. All he or she wants is to make your system do this unnecessary task, so that someone who is actually asking for, hey, just give me red shirts, So you will be trying to keep on process the request to get all the clothes, all the shoes, all the things from your database for this user, while there is a valid user who just wants the red shirts so that he or she can buy one. Will keep on waiting, and your system will be doing some unnecessary task of going and getting everything from your memory input output, and the CPUs, all the processing power is being wasted. So basically they flood your system. This they do it by exploit communication protocols. So communication protocols, as we saw in the HTTPS video, so it is a set of rules using which any user in the internet will be able to talk to your system. There are a lot of communication protocols. So in each of them, there might be a feature that will allow them to do this, right? So they will exploit that. Instead of using it for the right reasons, they will use this to flood your system with resource intensive requests. So you go into the resource exhaustion loop. So now let's understand what is the issue with this, right? So okay, yeah, it is happening. Now what are all the issues that as a business you will face at the high level, right? So we are clear now on like what it is. Right now let's see what are the issues, and of course how to avoid this or mitigate this, right? So let's see the issues first, so we understand like how bad it can go as a business for you. So the first one is, as we saw, you won't be able to provide your service to valid users. So service downtime. So all your valid users will think that the service is not working properly, something is wrong with the website, right? But behind the scenes your system is working properly, but someone is making it hard to work properly, right? The second one is money loss. How is money being lost? As I already mentioned, if you are having, say, like a shopping website, right? Say a number of valid users, it is a Diwali time and a lot of valid users are trying to purchase something and you have a sale, and someone comes and keeps on doing this and no valid users have access to your internet. We have seen during this festival period, even valid users have a large number of requests and a server finds it hard to serve everyone. But if someone comes and performs this as well, so it is going to be a bad Diwali, and you are going to lose a lot of money, right? And the third one is reputation loss. Reputation loss. Say if Amazon.com in this Black Friday sale was behaving like this, you were not able to, you spent hours of time and you were not even able to purchase even one or two clothes or any electronics at the sale which you wanted, which you have been excited for the last 1 week, and you wasted valuable Black Friday vacation time, and then it went like that. So there is a high chance that in the next Black Friday you don't even turn to Amazon.com and you decide to go with some other website, or you decide to go to the store to avoid all these things. So that is where the reputation loss comes in. So this, at least this happens 1 year, and this is might stick for many years, right? And the last one, operational downtime. So take any healthcare provider or a banking system. So they need certain information from your server to make their daily activities happen. So this is not even just it is not going to just stop the service for a user like a Prime Video subscription or shopping website. So if it happens in the banking system or healthcare, their daily operational tasks even gets affected a lot, and most of the times the employees just can't do anything about it, right? So this is also one of the issues that might happen as a result of DoS, right? Now, how to fix it? Mitigation. So the first thing you can do is monitoring. So monitoring is that you set up some tools, there are a lot of tools on your server, so that you keep on monitoring every day, or it is automatically monitoring to see if there are any unusual random number of requests from random users. So it keeps on monitoring, and if it sees that it is not the pattern that your website or server follows, it will send you an email saying that, hey, I don't see this kind of behavior or this kind of request coming to our system. So this looks weird. Please go and check what is going on, right? And then you can go and take corresponding actions. You can block that user or something like that. So that comes next. Firewall. Right? So firewall is something which allows you to restrict the traffic that comes to your server. Say if your server is very dedicated to a certain purpose and only few users are supposed to use it, you can just add a rule in the firewall saying that there is a video on firewall if you want to learn more about it, but in general you can define, you can go and say to firewall that only allow these computers or these set of addresses to come and talk to me, rest of them just block at your side so that they don't come and waste my time, right? So this, another similar intrusion detection system, that is those are tools which detect these type of not normal traffic and block by itself and won't even allow to come to you and waste your service time, right? And the last one what you can do is rate limiting, right? So rate limiting is going to your server. See, this is your server, and you configure that, okay, for a particular user or something, only 500 requests per day. So if you are a shopping website, this might be more than enough for a single user based on your website. Of course, some businesses receive way more than that during sale and all, but you restrict 500 users, 500 requests per user. Only 500 times they can get data from your server in that particular day or particular time frame. You can set it 500 for 1 hour, right? That will work as well, and you configure the server to be like that. This is little bit hard when you are streaming a World Cup final or something. You need to make sure that you get the server as high as possible, but for certain things, for daily usages, this is gonna help a lot. If some user is trying to send 5000 per every millisecond, after 500 it will stop rejecting the request. It won't even go and waste your resources within the service, and this is a common practice which every servers are following now in the internet. Based on the use case, of course, if the use case supports it, this is going to be a great protection in addition to firewall as well. So these are the major things that comes under mitigation, which will greatly help you to fight these issues. To let you know a real-time scenario, in 2000s there was a teenager called Mafia Boy. So he performed this attack efficiently and he brought down amazing websites like Yahoo, CNN, etc. If you are interested, you can read about it. So since then, or yeah, this attack is pretty well popular and it is well being taken care of by engineering team whenever they develop an application, right? Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and let's meet in another video. Thank you. Bye.